Previously on the Chronicles of My Isolation.
I'm still pretty heated from just everything. Everything's just been so toxic around here. Plus, I think I'm just exhausted with everything. I was having an existential crisis before the fact that I am gonna be 21. I'm still nowhere close to being where I want to be in life. It was, hopefully it isn't as bad as yesterday. Right away I have to move my car to the other side of my street. It's gonna park right here. So far, so good. I'm feeling much better. If I'm positive, it's symptomatic because I feel slick symptoms. All in all, today was like a much happier day than yesterday. It was like night and day. How many terrible days like this? This is day 4 and my late ass is up at 10 in the morning. Gonna get breakfast. And I may not have an assignment to do, but that does not mean I don't have work to do. First, what I'm gonna do is take a shower and shave this ugly mustache and my hair. I cut my own hair. I spend 20 bucks on a haircut when this thing suits me. Also, the type of hairstyle that I do want, I've just never had the hair to do. I've wanted to sort of have a crazy cut, but like, I just don't have the hair for that, you know? I have lots of hair though, but I don't know, for some reason I just can't do much with it, so I just decided to buzz it and it's chill. And I can do that myself, so alright, this is the final product right now. That's why I shower, that's why I do it before showering, so that I can also wash off the shaving cream and I can sort of wash off all the remaining hair and clear my head, but like literally. Looking fresh. So I'm currently gonna wrap up day 4. All in all, chill day. Nothing really much happened here though. And hopefully day 5 is better. Honestly, this is borderline bearable. Can't really complain. Of course, I still have my own sort of restrictions, stuff that I can do, and obviously like in the house, and obviously, you know, can't leave the house. But you know, if I'm my way around it again, you know, it's the happiness that I make with this time, not the restrictions that make my happiness. That's the way to look at it. Day 5, if Friday was Monday, today would have been Friday. And it would have been just a 5-day week, and I'm gonna say it's definitely one of the longer 5-day weeks, 5-day period that I've ever been through. Not the longest, but definitely one of the longer ones. You know, definitely not one of the shortest, okay, because it was not short at all. And also, it started to snow, and we're April 21st in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and it just started to snow. It's just such a trip related that I didn't think it was gonna snow again this year, and then out it comes. Last year, if you remember, on my water documentation video, it was snowing in May. And now it's snowing on April 21st, and like that's how it's been ever since lockdown, when there's been less people outside. The air has been clearer. Like last year in April, it's just the air was just so much more clear, and even after more people started going out in the summer, you started to see those effects. I think it's messed with the weather. I don't know if there's any correlation, but the weather's been different. You know, it's been snowing in cycles now, and it was super hot. It was like 30 degrees or no, it was like good early mid-20s, and then it started snowing again in May. And now this year it wasn't like as hot because I mean it's still like earlier in the year, and now it started snowing again. So I have to move my car to the other side for the same reason as day 4, and I get a ticket if I don't do that. This time I have to move it to the side that it originally was on day 4. But also before shooting this, I just realized that it's the 21st and that it's the last day that my brother and my dad are contagious. Obviously, due to precautionary reasons, they're probably gonna extend, like tomorrow we're gonna make like they're still contagious. But after that, you know, like on the 23rd, the first day that, the last day, sorry, that my mom is contagious, they're probably gonna be more free. Whereas like my mom, she's gonna be finishing up her period of contagiousness, and she's gonna do the same. She said on the 24th, she's gonna not take risks. Time to move the car. Haven't heard this beautiful sound in a while. This is the whip out of snowy Montreal. No way I said the whip. No way actually. Wow. Okay, I agree. See, that's a cringe moment right there. Me saying whip unironically. Do I miss this? Not really. Look at me, I get to go outside, giving everyone the Rona. Alright, just one swipe is all it takes. So, honestly, everything in my life right now is just like a documentary, basically. Like, the renovations were really sort of, all of a sudden, a very active part of my life. And out of everybody's life, and not just me and my family. And you know, we had to sort of change the setup of the house, how we're gonna do things. You know, making a salad is just like chaotic because of like not everything is, you know, where it's like not everything is next to me. Like I don't have a kitchen, so yeah, making food is just it's harder. And obviously now with quarantine, isolation, it's definitely not the most ideal thing. But you know, we have to eat obviously. But you know, just finding out what to eat, and like, you know, we resort more to like pre-prepared meals and that, you know, leftover takeout. And basically, you know, just a documentary of the renovation would have been interesting, you know. I just became one of those who drive with a mask on. But yeah, basically just a documentary of the renovations would have been interesting, because now, you know, my brother had the coronavirus. Everybody had to get tested. My contractor got it, and him, like, he just said like 2 weeks ago how, because like, you know, my family was starting to get sick, so like we're on the topic, and he's like, I never get a cold. And I'm like, what's your secret? Orange juice. So like we're getting orange juice just to like help us prevent us from getting sick, and to, you know, for those who were sick to like get better, get their dose of vitamin C, and obviously, you know, vitamin D. So like we were sort of scared a bit, sort of. Then symptoms worsened for my brother. He got tested. His pediatrician tested him, tested positive. Now we have to isolate. My parents have to get tested. They're positive. My contractor is positive. And I think a few other workers were COVID positive too. And everything is just like stopping for like a good 2-3 weeks. Everything is just interesting right now. I'm not flexing, but it's just wow. It's just the renovations are just making this isolation period much harder. But so far, you know, as long as you stay in your room, as long as I stay in my room, it's fine. So I just can't believe that in a sudden just snap, the renovations are just postponed, and like we didn't expect that. Like I was like looking forward to the renovations, but now we're looking forward to like everybody just being safe. And it's a good thing that nobody had a bad case of the virus. If I catch it, I mean, it's not very likely, but I mean, it could happen. But hopefully I don't catch a bad case, because you never know when you have underlying health issues, right? So I had lunch, had a tofu dish, and let me just say that I can be vegan or vegetarian, because I don't know, tofu, it's just me and soy, man. It's like, I don't hate tofu, but I can't eat it all day. And you probably heard Discord notifications in the background, which reminds me, go check out the server. Jonathan Law Bets. I'm currently banned from it for some reason, but my codeman says he's gonna unban me, and hopefully by the time I'm unbanned, and I can give you the link to the server and you can join. But anyway, I've been doing some portfolio work throughout the day, and now what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna create a video. I have sort of the reaction video tee, like the same t-shirt that I wore for the last 2 reaction videos. So I decided I'm gonna record one again on purpose, because I was planning on recording a reaction video during isolation. I was planning on recording a reaction video like with next time I wear this, or I don't know, next time I wear this, that's the next time I do a reaction video. And I don't think that I'm gonna do do laundry anytime soon, because of the renovation. So I decided, you know what, when I put this on, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll live with it. Today's the day that I'll do a reaction video, even though I wouldn't have made time for it, but I will for you guys and for the sake of this t-shirt and the tube. I want to, I was gonna say the gram, but like, this ain't the gram, this is for YouTube. So, but yeah, let's just get to it. I'm gonna take out my setup, and we're gonna go, and I'm gonna tell you which video I'm reacting to, so you don't need to know now. Setup is almost done, and take off the mask, and I'm gonna set up the camera, and we're about to get rolling. What's cracking is Sentis here, back at it again with another reaction video, live from the isolation room. I don't have coronavirus, but that's the thing, everybody else in my family does, and I'm in an isolation period. My situation is interesting enough, and you'd be thinking, I mean, instead of making some stupid reaction video, why aren't you just making a video about your isolation, which, thank you genius, is what I am also working on. So I was transferring some footage into my computer because I was running out of room, and I noticed that I recorded 63 videos during this period of isolation. We're still in episode 1. Oh my gosh, I overshot some of the things there. Probably won't make it to the video because that is way too much, man. Even for cutting, my software is gonna be slow absorbing like 100 pieces of footage, because then you count. Wait, but then it's gonna be an episode, so maybe not 100, but yeah. Already 63 is enough to slow it down, man. Oof. I'm gonna shoot when it's important, I guess. I don't know. I didn't think I was shooting enough, and wow, I'm shooting so much. Wow. And that's like, and I transferred 22 gigabytes of storage into a terabyte software thing. Wow. Okay. Okay, featuring my phone again, that wants me in the spotlight. Okay. Alright. Wow. So that's so things are like that now. Shit. Wow. So I went and get supper, did some portfolio work, and not gonna go to bed yet. Again, my phone wants to be in the spotlight, but I'm gonna call it a day. Probably chill with my phone saying, yo bro, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? I'm doing a video here. But yeah, just gonna call it a night, and I'll be back to say goodnight later on tonight. So this, if you're wondering, is how it is to go get a stack in isolation in a renovation house. So first, you need the mask. Done. Next, you need flip-flops. Sometimes I wear socks, it's just on. I'm not a socks and sandals kind of guy, pantoute at all. That means at all in Quebecois. Which is not what I speak. And then venture out. Excuse the poor lighting, but this is now the basement. I can see a little bit. We have we have a little light, but I can't find it. Here is the pantry light. Half Moons. Open this. Until recently, I used to be one of those who run up the stairs whenever they shut off the lights. But now, I don't know. I just haven't been that freaked out. Spoon. We go back up. Make sure my mask is on. There's utensils also where I have to disinfect my hands before I open. The pantries and basically for our careful our food has disinfectant on it, which isn't very good for you. And this is a whole trip to Snacktown. Mask off, door shut, flip-flops and shoes just willy-nilly. And I can have my Half Moon. The water, maybe I'll do, again, well, it's just, I just go in the garage and from the Brita filter, I refill my water bottle. I think I'm the only one that uses the Brita pitcher now, because I think, you know, because also of the renovations, we invested more water bottles for the workers coming by, and so I think that's what they use, the water bottles.